What is happening, y'all? It is Friday afternoon in Uptown Park. We're at Duchess. General Manager Ron Vega is joining me. This is my first time here. I know, kind of bizarre, but this was one of the absolute standout HRW menus that we saw all summer long on social media. So many people taking pictures of the dishes here. And of course, y'all remember Houston Restaurant Weeks is still going on. I know it's September, but y'all remember that we extended the event through September 30th to help out the restaurants. It was a really tough summer for them, a couple of storms. And so we thought we would do a little bit to help out and try to get them back on their feet. But I'm excited because this food has been some of the dishes that I've been looking forward to personally, getting into and seeing what's in them. We're going to talk to the executive chef here in a little while, but Ron is going to take us through. Welcome. Thank you so much for having us here.
Thank you for joining us. HRW has been something we were really excited about. The chef team and myself took a lot of time to create a menu that would offer guests a variety of dishes to come and try. We wanted to give the opportunity for guests to come in groups of 2 or even 4 and come multiple times and continue to try new things. So that was a big part for us, was providing a variety of items.
Yeah, and that's so smart. Definitely no stranger to successful Houston Restaurant Weeks, because diners love choices, love the value, and y'all, dinner, brunch, and lunch, and it's all on one menu. I think this is one of the prettiest menus I've seen and most efficient because you have it all on one. It makes it so easy to give to the diners, and you have so many choices.
Yeah, we wanted to give the opportunity as well. If you're here for dinner and you see the menu, when you flip it over and you see brunch, and then hey, you might be coming back Saturday or Sunday.
I love that. And it is the weekend, so if you guys don't have brunch plans, I definitely would suggest this isn't the last weekend of Houston Restaurant Weeks, but it is one of the last weekends. And so if there's a place that's been on your list that you would like to get to, definitely recommend going over to HoustonRestaurantWeeks.com and making your reservation. All right, I'm hungry. This place is about to fill up. We got to get going. So let's go to the foodie cam and take a look at one of the first appetizers that is on the HRW menu. Beautiful shot there. Ron, what are we looking at?
We are looking at our beef tartare. It's one of our appetizer options on the HRW menu. It's prime beef tenderloin tossed in a little lemon anchovy sauce, put on top of a house-made garlic toast with a little onion cream, topped with a touch of caviar and a little edible gold as well. We wanted to make that beef tartare easily shareable. You know, a lot of places you kind of build that yourself, but we already put it on the toast for you, so it's easy to share at a table with friends.
And you said edible gold.
You know, we like a little bit of the lavish things here. You know, at Duchess, we want to give that regal type of ambiance. So hey, the edible gold's a great touch.
Now, you know, we don't see edible gold too often in restaurants. Tell everybody, in case they've never understood that edible gold is a thing, how is it possible to eat it?
It is. I mean, you just pop it around, it's safe to eat. It's just little gold
it's
flakes.
Just gold.
It's
okay.
Yeah,
it won't harm you.
But
how is it like a very like thinly shaved, like it's
absolutely.
Like it's microscopically,
it's very thinly shaved flakes of gold,
but it is real.
It is,
right?
It is. It's flakes of 24 karat gold,
so it's not going to hurt us, right?
No. I highly recommend you try it.
Highly recommend. All right, I'll try it if you try it. So we'll take a bite.
Absolutely.
All right, cheers to HRW. There we go. Oh yes. And now underneath is a little creme. What do we think he's eating? And I'm like, just talk to us while you're eating.
It was a one-biter for me. I apologize. But it's onion cream.
Onion cream. Those are two things that go very well together, in my opinion. And little edible flowers as well. A lot going on here.
Yeah, absolutely. The aesthetic of the dish is really important to us.
Yeah. And it matches the restaurant, y'all, because it's very beautiful. Lots of pink, lots of flowers. Really beautiful. All right, back to the foodie cam we go. We're going to take a look at another one of the appetizers here at Duchess in Uptown Park. This is the first time that y'all are participating in Houston Restaurant Weeks, and y'all had an awesome August. Congratulations on that as well.
That. You know, it was a great bounce back from July. I think the entire restaurant industry felt a little slower in July, so having the opportunity to be a part of the HRW program really did great things for us.
Yeah, and we're feeding people too by raising money for the Houston Food Bank. This is their largest annual fundraiser, so that's got to feel good to know that you're feeding people in the restaurant, but you're also feeding people outside of the restaurant as well.
It's a great cause that helps both restaurants and, the Houston Food Bank. So
yeah,
it's one that I've been a part of for my entire restaurant career. So seeing it grow and become what it is really nice.
We love that. All right. Tell us what we're looking at here. It's beautiful. Once again, matches the decor.
So this is arguably our most popular appetizer. It is our peach and pistachio burrata.
Oh,
Has some cranberry walnut bread there on the side. A layer of arugula, pistachio pesto. Has a sweet and spicy peach jam. It's a roasted red pepper peach jam that gives a little sweet and spicy components to go with that nice creamy burrata on top.
I mean, it is just stunning. I can absolutely see why it's been one of your most popular dishes. Now, tell everybody, Ron, the dishes that we are seeing on the Houston Restaurant Week's menu, are they on your regular menu year round, or do you have any special items that we're going to take a look at that are exclusive to your HRW menu?
So these items are on the regular menu as well. Some of the portion sizes have been modified for Restaurant Week. This would be a half portion size of the burrata that you would see on a normal menu.
Oh, this is a very large portion of
Exactly,
burrata, though.
exactly. So we thought it would be overwhelming to have the whole thing.
Well, and you're getting multiple courses
Exactly.
too. So you are trying to help your guests enjoy their experience,
And not just have a big bag of to-go food.
or having to unbuckle your pants at the table,
Exactly.
which, you know, no one here has ever done that. So we'll just, you know, nobody. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure people have plans after they dine with us, so we don't want to limit that.
Oh, really nice. Really, really nice. Yeah. Good burrata is important.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And when you try all the components together with the pesto and the peach jam, it
Together,
really brings,
peach jam. Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely. This is beautiful. And it really is it's very, you know, I can smell it too. It's just got a lot going on. Who does your bread?
So
You want to shout out anybody if you want, or you don't have to. You
This
want to keep it
cranberry,
secret?
the cranberry bread comes from Magnol Bakery.
Magnol Bakery, shout out. We love supporting local.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then for brunch, you'll see a pastry service dish that was that's made by Love Croissants.
Oh,
Yeah,
love
Chef
that.
Marini, he's
Yes.
a big influence for us, and
Of
so
course.
he's a great guy.
That's
With
amazing.
great products.
We love that. That's one of the things that makes Houston so special. I feel like we're able to do that. There's so much variety, and at, you know, highest possible quality. You really don't need to go beyond
Absolutely.
the city limits to get something amazing. All right, we ready for our next item on the Foodie Cam, y'all? We are here at Duchess in Uptown Park. This is their very first attempt at Houston Restaurant Weeks, but they had a killer August, y'all. This menu was all over social media. It was one that got me personally excited to get out here. And I understand why. I just walked in the restaurant and immediately knew, well, these guys know what they're doing. All right, what are we looking at here, Ron?
So these are our shrimp sliders. You'll see these on our regular dinner menu as well as our happy hour menu as well. So our cuisine is intended to be a coastal cuisine where you see elements of, you know, the French coast, Italian coastline, even like the Levant regions. And so this is where we kind of dip our toe into like more Asian flavors. So it's a minced shrimp patty. So when people see shrimp slider, they think it might just be slices of grilled shrimp, but we actually make a burger patty out of the shrimp. Yeah, it's a little bit different, but it's pretty tasty. It has a taro jicama slaw, as well as a jalapeno cilantro aioli with some Thai basil.
I can see this. Has anybody requested a larger?
You know, they did ask us if we made like a full size shrimp
Yeah.
burger. We haven't, you know, gone that route yet, but
I
know,
can
I'm
see
not
that.
against it because it's really good stuff.
I don't know that I've seen in recent memory a minced shrimp burger
Mhm.
like this, and so that's why it's unique. So you mentioned the type of cuisine at Duchess. So tell everybody what you want them, what kind of experience do you want them to have when they come into Duchess, and what kinds of cuisine can they expect while I try the shrimp?
Well, we definitely want to be elevated without being pretentious. You know, we want to give high level service and provide, you know, really high level food without necessarily being like a white linen stuffy type of environment.
Mhm.
You know, it's a globally inspired cuisine
Mhm.
without necessarily being fusion. So we take elements from different coastal cuisines around the world. You know, like I said, whether it be French, Italian, a little bit of South American, Asian, but you know, anything you might see along a coastline. We have this personified vision of the Duchess. You know, an individual who's traveled around the world and had all types of dining experiences. And so, what kind of things do you take along the way from those travels? So,
Sounds like a Houstonian to me, you know,
Right.
well traveled, knows what kind of food they want, knows their wine. All right, back to the Foodie Cam, and y'all, this was no joke. This jicama slaw, I mean,
good stuff.
absolutely. There was so much going on, perfectly spiced, just really outstanding. And I would be the one asking for the bigger burger because, you know, that's how good it is. All right, what are we looking at here?
So this is one of our entrees. It is it's a chicken kebab. So we marinate our chicken overnight with a blend of spices, you know, cumin, paprika, garlic, salt, pepper. We also marinate it with yogurt, so it gets really nice and tender. We serve that on top of some vermicelli noodle rice, some grilled vegetables, and it has a little side of a Lebanese garlic aioli called toon. So this would be one of those dishes that really gets into that Middle Eastern, Mediterranean, Levant region type of inspiration.
I love that. I mean, I think we've touched upon 4 or 5 different types of cuisine
Absolutely.
right now so far. And, you know, that's tough to do. But you guys have done a great job. One of the reasons they've done a great job is Chef Tim. Welcome to the show. Easy switch, y'all. Let's go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ron. It's lunchtime, y'all. They're busy. We kind of got to let the chef stay in the kitchen and make sure all the dishes, because y'all are busy today. Y'all are booked.
Oh, yeah. Fully booked.
We're just taking you out of the kitchen on a Friday afternoon during Houston Restaurant Weeks, saying, please come on our show. No problem.
Got to make time for you guys.
Well, thank you so much.
Of
so
course.
congratulations, though, Chef, on an outstanding summer. I mean, I have seen your dishes all over the city.
For sure.
And that's quite an accomplishment for a restaurant that's pretty new.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a lot of work. A nice busy summer for us. But yeah, it's been nice seeing our dishes all over social media. It's nice seeing our restaurant nice and busy. But it's been a lot of work, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a look at some of the dishes here on the Foodie Cam. We're going to talk to Chef and get a little bit of insight on what made him come up with some of these dishes. Let's go to the Foodie Cam so we can take a look at one of the other dishes that is currently on the Houston Restaurant Week's lunch menu, I believe. Yes, This is your lunch menu, $25. What are we looking at, Chef?
Yeah, so this one's on our lunch and dinner menu, and on our brunch menu. So it's a au jus burger. In my opinion, it's a top 5 burger in Houston.
Okay, he didn't tell me he was going to come in with this one. You know, I kind of have a little bit of warning sometimes where you're like, yo, you know, I know what I'm talking about with my burrata, or, you know, wait till you try my burger.
That's why I put it on all 3 menus to let everybody try it whenever they want it. I want the smoke.
Yeah. Well, it's an au jus burger, so tell everybody what the difference is.
Yeah, so one of my favorite sandwiches is the au jus sandwich.
Yeah. Perfect.
So without having to dip it, we put a house-made demi-glace on it. So we're making the demi-glace in-house. So we're topping it off with Gruyere cheese, house-made caramelized onions, akiashi beef with arugula, Dijonnaise on a homemade brioche bun. We're giving you truffle fries with it, and a Lebanese garlic aioli toum. It's a vegan aioli, so there's no egg in it as well, with house-made pickles, pickled onions as well.
I mean, Chef, there is a lot going on this burger. When somebody says to you burger, you're like, no, let me show you my burger. Oh my goodness. Look at the drip. This is how they actually come out.
It's a nice floppy burger.
And this bun. Oh my gosh. How is it so perfect? Chef.
We make them in-house every single day.
You make these buns every day because you run out every day.
Yeah.
Do people take them home? I would think that they would be a highly stolen item in the kitchen.
I mean, I might take a couple home. They make a great peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
That's what I was gonna say, like something like that, or just like throw them in the toaster oven, a little bit of cream cheese, a little bit of olive oil. All right, I'm just gonna taste the bread because it's a large and it's like got all the jus and the cheese. All right, Chef, tell everybody a little bit about yourself. Are you from Houston, etc.?
Yeah, so originally I was born in Northern California. My dad moved us up to Anchorage, Alaska when I was in 5 years old. And I lived in Houston ever since I was in 5th grade.
All right.
So I've been here almost 18 years now.
Grown up here.
Yeah,
we love that. So
sure.
Been a part of Houston Restaurant Weeks probably for a while.
A long time.
This is maybe not your first rodeo.
Not my first rodeo.
Not your first rodeo, which makes sense, because a lot of times, new restaurants, it's a new concept. Not the first rodeo, y'all. They know how to win. They know how to raise a lot of money for the Houston Food Bank. And of course, we couldn't be here without you guys. So it's very, very appreciative of your support and your participation. All right, back to the Foodie Cam we go. This is an outstanding dish, y'all. I might take some of this bread home for sure. Oh boy, what are we looking at?
So this is our lamb chop entree. So it's Australian lamb served with truffle mashed potatoes, Brussels sprouts, and cucumber yogurt. So it's a cucumber with mint, dill, yogurt with Brussels sprouts. It's got some bacon. We can obviously do without the bacon. And then the lamb is also halal. So all of our halal people that like a little halal option, we can definitely keep it nice and simple for you guys.
Yeah, I like that. Now, it's a little tough to see, but on this side is just a stunningly gorgeous bar.
Mhm.
Really beautiful. And this is a great place for pictures. And I asked them to bring out a couple of drinks that have been popular. Tell us what this drink is, or I hope you know what this drink is.
That's a hibiscus paloma.
Oh, he knows. Sometimes the chefs just prefer to talk about the chicken and the steak. You know, they're not always. But so, what's in this drink?
That's above my pay grade.
Okay, there we go. Okay, you see, this is what happens. We know the drink because it's been a popular drink during Houston Restaurant Week.
Oh yeah, it's definitely one of our more popular drinks.
And we like that. We do like that. Now, you guys also, and maybe we can bring Ron back in over here for a moment. You guys also have a wine pairing with your HRW menu, which is something that's very smart for diners, especially when you're seeing a lot of new diners come in and you're a restaurant like Duchess and you have a large wine selection. Tell everybody about the benefit of offering a wine pairing with your meal.
It's just a great experience to be able to showcase the same regions that you see on your plate, but out of a wine bottle as well. I just like to say if it grows together, it goes together. And so we want to showcase a lot of the same wine regions that you see in our culinary department as well. So we, as a wine pairing option for their HRW menu, you can have a choice of a white or a red to go with your appetizer, via a Oregon Pinot Noir or a Italian Vermentino. For the second course, for the entrees, flip the lamb chop here in front of you. You have a choice of a Argentinian Malbec here. It's a nice full-bodied Malbec that goes really great with that lamb chop.
Yeah.
Or even a California Chardonnay if you're looking for something, white to go with your dish as well.
Oh.
And then the last course would be one of our signature cocktails, our Cafe Dorado. It's a dessert cocktail.
Oh, so you really are going all in with these cocktails. And
a great value for it.
It's really good. And, if you're somebody like me who I look at a wine choice list and it really just looks like another language for me, so I appreciate the suggestions and it's fun to pair and it's fun to understand a little bit of history and to know where everything is coming from.
And the entire premise of our wine list is to not be intimidating. We wanted to showcase maybe some unfamiliar areas of the world, but maybe not teach anyone any new varietals. So you'll definitely see some grapes that you've seen before, but we won't have to teach anyone any new varietals, but you'll see some uncommon regions.
I love that. What are some examples of the uncommon regions that one might be able to choose from here?
See some stuff from the Middle East. We have some Lebanese and Israeli wine just to go with the Levant cuisine that we have. And then we also have some South African wine.
Yeah.
So that's some stuff, fun stuff like that as well.
That's awesome. Yes, I love that. I love the diversity and the choice. And it's nice to be able to introduce people to things that they may have not tried before and they didn't even know they liked it. All right, back to the foodie cam we go here at Duchess and Uptown Park. This place is getting pretty busy here. Y'all have been kind of crushing during lunch, chef. Well, you put dishes out like this and I don't blame them. What are we looking at?
So that's our spicy bucatini mussels. That's fresh PEI mussels. So we're getting those in every other day. So they're nice and fresh. We're getting those in from Canada. Served with our homemade spicy tomato sauce. It's coming with chorizo, fresh pasta, nice and spicy. Also a little light. Nice and
spicy. Yeah, I like that description.
Yeah,
nice and spicy.
Not too spicy, but spicy enough to where you need a little sip of that cocktail too.
Yeah. And I just saw a bunch of them go by. People are ordering. Now, Chef, you mentioned PEI mussels. And I love how it's actually on your menu too. Give our diners and our viewers a little bit of an understanding as to what that means.
So PEI mussels are coming in fresh. They're live mussels. So they're not coming in frozen. They're not coming in dead. So they're still alive. They're still...
when they arrive to the restaurant, they're still living.
Yeah, so us Houstonians can imagine when you're getting in crawfish, they're still moving around. They're still living mussels when we get them into the restaurant.
Yeah, and that's important because freshness, obviously.
For sure. They're not never frozen. They're the freshest possible mussels that we can get in.
And I think it's interesting that you have it on your menu because I see mussels a lot on the menu. I see these, but I can say that I don't always see the PEI designation. And I think that that's really important to know, especially if you didn't know that designation is there. It's something you can ask your server, right? Like anytime you're ordering mussels, would you recommend diners to ask that? Or is it not really something to be concerned about?
100%. It's going to be the freshest, the better mussels that you're going to be getting at restaurants.
Yeah. So if you don't see it on the menu and you do feel like mussels it's maybe a good idea to say, are your mussels fresh? Are they PEI? Are they frozen upon arrival? And that'll give you help you make your decision.
Mm-hmm.
It also can tell you a little bit about the restaurant too, right? Because who wants frozen mussels? I don't know. Not here at Duchess. All right, back to the foodie cam we go. Oh, we got a drink. There we go. What are we looking at here, chef?
That's going to be our April Bloom.
Oh, one of the popular drinks here.
It is a popular drink.
During HRW, beautiful froth. Is it purple? It looks like it's purple too.
It is purple.
Mm-hmm. Now, tell me, and oh my goodness, it looks like there's a little bit of lavender on top there.
A little bit of lavender, a little bit of gold on top.
Now, tell me, chef, if you know, it's a very brightly decorated, beautiful, lots of pinks, purples. What was the strategy with that? Is it maybe, special significance of something, or is it just the designers liked purple? Which is fine, which is totally fine.
Yeah, I think the goal was to be around the Duchess was friendly for everybody. Mm-hmm. So I think overall, not really a theme for
comforting,
welcoming.
All right, y'all. We are saving the best for last, the most important course of the day, if you ask me. The desserts here at Duchess, and they are certainly no stranger to social media. Tell us a little bit about your dessert offerings, chef, and what we're looking at on the foodie cam as well.
Yeah, so this is going to be one of our more popular desserts. It's going to be the Duchess Rose. So it's a white chocolate mousse coated in I'm blanking. Coated in red food coloring.
Oh, okay.
Served with a strawberries with a strawberry compote, mm-hmm. and a white chocolate feuilletine and a strawberry elderflower foam.
Ooh, so elderflower foam.
Oh yeah, so it's one of our more popular Instagrammable picture-friendly desserts that we have here. Yeah, it's one of my more impressive desserts that I've come up with.
Yeah. What makes you come up with these desserts? What are you inspired by?
Instagram. No.
Instagram? Who's doing what? I mean, no, but it is a legitimate, you do get inspired and then you figure out how to do something better. But is there any particular type of cuisine that inspires you, or?
That one I'd help with from one of my friends, Carla Espinoza. Mm-hmm. She used to work at a Mad down the road. She came up with the foam concept that is on the rose, mm-hmm. and then she helped me with the spray that went on it. So between her and then Omar Perenni that helped us create the menu with the rose itself, it was kind of a joint effort between the three of us coming up with that dish.
I love that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fun. It's fun when you get friends together and make up dessert menu items. All right, let's go back to the foodie cam, take a look at another one of the dessert items. Once again, everybody, if you ask me, the most important course, and I don't just say that, chef, I really mean it, because it is the last thing you taste when you leave the restaurant, right? Mm-hmm. So is that something that people think about, or no?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it is
100%.
Okay.
I think the dessert is the most important part.
Oh, let's go, baby. That's the first chef in Houston that's agreed with me. Tell us what this dessert is, though.
So this is our white chocolate bread pudding. It's going to be topped with a dark chocolate espresso sauce with vanilla ice cream and a little bit of chocolate mint on top.
Oh, now tell me about your bread pudding, because, my opinion also is that this is one of the dishes that is, not always as good as you like it to be, because
100%.
We all have kind of our favorite bread puddings. Houston has a lot of really good bread puddings, but I sometimes don't order bread pudding because I don't want to ruin it.
It's a very missable
mm-hmm.
dessert.
Oh, chef, you did not miss. No, that's almost like a challah-y kind of croissant-y, mm-hmm. Bread pudding-y. Oh,
yeah. So we use our homemade brioche that we make.
Brioche. There we go. I was gonna get there, eventually.
So it's the same bread that we use for our burger buns.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Well, y'all do know something about bread. All right, y'all. Make sure you make your reservations for Duchess during HRW or after. Either way, I would highly recommend you getting in here to try these menu items. Come out and meet Chef Tim, meet Ron. They'll be here when you see them. and let them know that you saw them on Fox 26 and that they did a great job. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Make sure you make your reservations this weekend. It is one of the last weekends of HRW running now through September 30th. We have some dessert to eat, so we're going to say goodbye. We'll see you guys on Monday for another episode